Welcome back to the vlog. We have an awesome video for you this week, and this is more Pompeii stuff. So I teased a couple weeks back when we did some Pompeii videos that we had some more clutches coming, and we're still waiting on the best two, but we just hatched two that we're putting Enchi and Fire actually into the Pompeii project. And we didn't get the odds we wanted, but there's a couple really crazy animals that really showcase the project kind of cool. So I thought we'd have a quick video and check out that clutch. So we'll start with the parents of the clutch, of course, and really the dad's the only one. It's a regular clown female, but this dad is really a cool combo to me. I really was very impressed with how this looks. So this is Enchi red stripe, spot nose, yellow belly. And I just love the combination of red stripe and Enchi. Almost all the combos make this weird banded and in a very interesting color palette. Of course, spot nose and yellow belly definitely add to that. So this is without the spot nose. This is Enchi red stripe, yellow belly. It's het clown as well. But I think it's really interesting to see how close it is to a sunset color palette. So this is an Enchi sunset actually, and she's a little bit of a glowing right now, but she's got some good follicles. But look how similar the color palette is, working with the red stripe Enchi yellow belly. It's really interesting how we're achieving a similar look different ways. You know, a lot of people would say, well, that's a cheap way to do it. I think about, how about if we put this into that? What are we gonna end up with? I think we really refine that color, make it even better. So just very interesting tidbit about this project. So this is the dad, and he's actually only 66% het clown. And man, I really wanted to use him to a lot of stuff if I knew he was clown. So in the end, I ended up just breeding him to one normal clown female just to try to prove him out. And he proved. So I wish I had used him more heavily, but that's how you learn. And next year we'll put him to a couple more girls that I really want to see added some combos into this. But his babies turned out amazing. Let's go check them out. Okay, so we have two clutches actually, and we ended up with three really interesting visuals and some really cool hets. So this one I think is a first for me. This is a red stripe Enchi Fire clown. And Enchi Fire clowns are pretty bright like this, but the red stripe really opened up the back here and made it a beautiful, like burnt orange. Really happy with that combo. It turned out really nice. It's clean, but actually still has a lot of pattern. A lot of the Enchi clowns can end up being basically just a little bit of an arrow on the head and basically a really thin back stripe, but this ended up with a bright, burned orange back stripe. So happy with how this combo turned out. So these next two are actually putting spot nose into the mix. Spot nose, of course, has been a bedrock of our clown combos now for a good while, and it just gets better and better because they add such a different pattern to the clowns. So these are Enchi red striped spot nose clowns, and the goal of this clutch was actually to make a reproduction or to make again the Enchi yellow belly red striped spot nose clown, and I completely missed it again for the third time. But these are still really beautiful. Enchi spot nose has a great pattern because Enchi kind of tones down the spot nose, but then red stripe brings in all this burnt orange into it. This one has a little bit less, this one has a little bit more, but they're really cool. Even the side, little medallions on the side, very orange. They kind of look like they've been almost, I would call it like a seared look, or almost like a blackened look. Like if you look at blackened chicken, like the blackened, everything has been, all the edges have been seared. It's kind of a cool look, and I really like how these combos are turning out. Enchi red stripe yellow belly clown, which this clown is one of the best aging combos. This thing just becomes more and more colorful with age. And again, you have that burnt red in the middle, a really tight pattern from the Enchi, and the yellow belly brings in more color overall, makes it nice and red. And here is the leopard yellow belly red stripe clown. Now leopard is a very dark, obviously very dark combo. So you see it brings down the color a little bit, but still you get some good rusty reds in it. And that's what we're bringing in with all these red stripe combos. Red stripe is definitely one that adds a different flavor to every one of these combos, and it takes the right things to bring it out. It's definitely one of the most mis-ID'd snakes I see like on Morph Market, because they can be really tough, especially when you haven't made a lot of them. But it's something that if you can get the right genetics in there, it's amazing what it can do to your clowns and the different tones they can bring out that are different than what other stuff makes. Now these last two are crazy hets that came out of the clutch. This one is Black Pastel Enchi Spot Nose, Probable Red Stripe, And I love the combination of Inchy and black pastel, which is an allelic combination, so that when you breed this snake, it'll make Inchies or black pastels, no normals, and no combo of that. But this one also has a spot nose. I think it has red stripe too, just based on the crazy color of it, how bright it is in those sides. But that one we'll need to breed to find out. And then this one is all the genetics of the Pompeii in the het form plus fire. So this is black pastel, spot nose, yellow belly, red stripe, fire, het clown. So this is a little male. He's already actually going to a new home. This guy is an absolute powerhouse for the clown projects in the future, because he'll make just an incredible variety of incredible clowns. So two really awesome males, and it's just neat to see all that pattern after coming from the clown side where you end up with a back stripe. They both have their interesting looks and their own angles to make beautiful, beautiful combos. All right, so that's what we hatched recently from the Pompeii project. We have a couple awesome clutches coming, like I said, but I'm really excited by just what we're seeing. It's just more really solid stuff, and that project just keeps giving all these different variations. Love what Inchy and Fire are bringing to the table. So we'll keep developing it and bringing you guys what we make.